Shalom everyone, this is Rabbi Yonatan here in the kitchen of Kilat Nitzan here in Melbourne, Australia. Excuse me while I pour myself a glass of water. Mayim, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, she'akol niyeh bidvaro, l'chaim. Water, our most precious resource. If you think about it, we are water, at least mostly. We're at least 60, possibly 70% water at any time. That's what we're made up of. So water is pretty important. And who is associated with water in the Torah? It is the great prophet Miriam, one of the 7 great prophetesses of Judaism. And she's associated with water. In fact, her name, Miriam, contains 2 words that have to do with water. Mayim, mem yud mem, and also yam, the sea. Of course, we know that Miriam led the women in the Song of the Sea, after the crossing of the Israelites, where there were drums and timbrels and they danced. But remember back, the other great moment for Miriam is when she watched Moses floating along the Nile, waiting to see what would happen to him. And even in the end of her life, which we read about this week, in this week's Parsha, Chukat, where Miriam dies, the first thing that happens afterwards is that the people complain about mayim, about water. And the Midrash, the legend, tells us that because Miriam was no longer there, the magic well that always sprang up wherever the Israelites were encamped disappeared suddenly with her death. And there was no water, so the people were, of course, very upset. And of course, this is also a symbol of the life which Miriam, the great prophet, brought to the people of Israel. So they say not to say l'chaim on mayim, because it's not wine, which is, of course, but you know, water is life. So to mayim, I want to say l'chaim, Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Drink plenty of water and let us pay tribute and remember one of our great heroes of our tradition, Miriam, l'chaim.